So the first stretch post-workout is going to be for your hip flexors. So Linda's setting that lunge position, so it'll be a right hip flexor, front of her hip that she's stretching. She's going to get in a neutral spine position, tighten her butt and tighten her quadricep muscle on the right leg. And then lean a little bit forward in front of her, good. And then take her right arm and bring it up over her head and side bend a little bit to the left. And then she's going to hold that for a good 30 seconds. And then she's going to come down and switch sides. So switch legs, yep. Now drop left hip in front of you so you get a stretch. Tighten your glute, good. Bring up your left arm. Side bend, push your hand to the ceiling, and hold. Good. Now she's going to go into the pigeon stretch, which is for your piriformis muscle in your butt. And that has a lot to do with lateral stability, so it gets worked really hard when you're changing direction. So she tucks one leg underneath in a triangle position, tries to keep that foot flat, and then extends that right leg straight behind her and goes down on her forearms. She's trying to keep her shoulders down and back as well. And then she holds that position for a good 30 seconds. And then she's going to come up and switch sides. Good. You try to keep your pelvis level so you don't want to drop that right side towards the mat. And you would hold this side for 30 seconds as well. Now coming out of that, she's going to lay on her back and she's going to stretch a little bit of rotation in her back and also the outside of her hip. So she's laying on her back. Good. So her left arm will be out to the side and up in the air. And then she's going to bring that left leg across her body. Leave it down on the mat, Linda. Yep. Now you're going to bring that leg across your body and use your right hand to help. And just apply some gentle pressure. And hold that for 30 seconds. And you're keeping your left shoulder down on the ground, your left arm down on the ground. So you're only coming across as far as you can, keeping that opposite shoulder down. So you would also hold this for 30 seconds. And then you would relax and switch legs. Good. So now the right shoulder stays down on the mat. The left hand gently pulls down on the right knee so that you get more of a stretch. And you would hold that for another 30 seconds. Now you're going to grab your strap or your band or your dog leash or whatever you happen to have, your jump rope, and loop it around one foot, and you're going to stretch your hamstrings with the strap. So your opposite leg is straight, toes to the ceiling, and you're going to pull that leg up. And you don't want to lock your knee out if all you're going to feel is the stretch behind your knee. So she has a bend in her knee so that she feels the stretch in the belly of her muscle, in the biggest part of her hamstring muscle in the back of her leg. She's bringing that straight up to her head, to her chin, so she'd hold that for 30 seconds. And then she'd let it relax. And the second time she does it, she's going to pull that leg out to the outside of her body and up. So now she gets a stretch in a different part of her hamstring. Holds for another 30 seconds. And then she's going to bend again. And now she's going to pull that across her body a little bit and straight up to get the last part of the hamstring. And she would hold there for 30 seconds. And then she would switch legs and repeat all those three on the other side.